I'm Jonathan Danilich. I'm the senior advisor for Otto's Army. Basically, I'm the biggest super fan on campus. I believe! I actually got my start leading student sections and cheer groups in high school. The way they did it in high school was the school administration picked who they thought would represent the school the best. I don't know why they picked me, but they did. My family has always been like really core to who I am. You know, my dad and my mom have both been incredibly loyal people their entire life. My dad, it was killing him inside during COVID, and I don't mean that lightly. It was literally killing him inside during COVID that he couldn't go up to Pennsylvania to see his family, to see his parents that he hadn't seen in over a year. That's how loyal my mom is, that's how loyal my dad is to our family, and if that's the road I'm going down and life's gonna be like them, then I'm not going down a too bad road. That loyalty that was instilled at me at such a young age really shows on Saturdays of football season. When I was picking where I wanted to go to college, I applied to a lot of places, and Syracuse was a favorite. And it was one that I didn't think I'd get into. Syracuse took a chance on me. I'm always gonna want the best for this place. That was a big reason why when I came to Syracuse, I thought that I could lead a student section. I know it's 6,000 students versus, you know, the couple hundred that were at my school. But I think that the administrators putting me in that position helped me out a lot. First game, I showed up 2 hours early. I actually showed up 30 minutes before the gates opened. And it was a noon game, so I was there at 9:30 in the morning. And the security basically looked at me like, what are you doing here, man? Like, no one's ever here this early. And I took that to heart, and I kept coming early every single time.
As the Orange have dispatched Carolina and live to play another day in a silent arena.
We usually preview the next Syracuse men's basketball or men's lacrosse game. As of right now, there is no next Syracuse men's basketball or men's lacrosse game.
When we first found out that we weren't going to have fans in the Dome, it was definitely really disappointing, and it was kind of tough for us to figure out how we were going to keep building the momentum we had been working towards for a club that is all about going to sporting events, when we weren't going to be able to do that.
Every Otto's Army president wants to be able to go in front of the student section and lead 2,000 people in chants and go to events and go to away games and stuff like that. Every president wants to do that. When I got elected, it seemed pretty apparent that that wasn't going to happen.
A lot of our goals kind of stayed the same, and we just had to almost work harder with the off year. And we kind of just used that time to really plan for when we could have fans back in the Dome.
It's been a long road getting from then, March 2020, the start of the pandemic, to now.
Being back in there was a surreal experience, it really was. Everything I remembered was different.
Syracuse and the Duke Blue Devils, they have 8,000 in the student section alone, and that's a record here inside the Carrier Dome. And this is a building that is used to sending attendance records, so that's saying something.
We almost had forgotten what it had been like to really be at a big game and have a full crowd there. We were all so excited to be back and to be together again.
When I was going back in the Dome, I saw a lady that works for security. She remembered me, I remembered her, and she basically just said, "Welcome home." And that's really how it felt for me. We're back home.
Personally, the Duke game was definitely sort of emotional, like in a bittersweet kind of way. We were sad that it was ending, but we felt good about it, and we were kind of really proud that this was how we got to end it and that this was how we got to leave it. 4 years ago, we would have never seen crowds like this. That's really awesome, and it definitely makes me feel really confident for how we're going to be leaving the org.